Hello, friends. My name is Charmaine, and welcome to my channel, Witch Isle, where I share some of my healing journey in hopes that it helps you on your journey. Happy New Year! It's time for New Year's resolutions, new goals, and new habits. So, I am going to remind us all about the cycle of change. It's a whole cycle, it is not a switch. So, what's a cycle of change? There's 5 to 6 steps in the cycle of change. The first stage of the cycle of change is pre contemplation, which is there's no problem, it's the other people. Next is contemplation. Might be me. I might need to do something different. Next is preparation, and that's where we start to prepare to make the change. The next step is action, where we put the change into action within our lives. And that last step where we can exit the cycle of change is maintenance, where we're maintaining the new healthy habit that we developed, or we're maintaining the steps to get to the goal we're trying to achieve. Now, that's sixth step in the cycle of change. It can happen, it might not happen, but from personal experience, I've had a lot of it happen, and that's relapse. Relapse can happen at any moment and send you back to any of the other 5 steps in the cycle of change. So, I will give you an example and a personal example for myself. New Year's resolution last year was to make sure that I got my migraines taken care of and under control. Well, that meant getting a new neurologist because I had moved locations. I did the preparation I needed to do, which was go to my other doctor to tell them that I needed to see a neurologist for my headaches because I needed to get a new device for my migraine treatment. The action I took was to finally get into a new neurologist, go in and see them and do what the neurologist is telling me to do, which I went in for 3 visits. And in those 3 visits, I did not get the overall arching need that I needed met, which was my migraines are out of control. I need my new TENS unit device to stop them. That caused the relapse in me seeing the neurologist because I needed my TENS unit. So I went back to the drawing board. I got a new neurologist, and I am still in that preparation stage. I am preparing the paperwork. I have an appointment made, and I can't take action until I get to that appointment date, which happens to be April of 2025. Sometimes that happens when you're dealing with your health. So I'm trying not to let it get me down. I am going to continue and wait until my doctor's appointment so that hopefully I can get those migraines that I have back under control. So I know I'm only in relapse for a period of time until I can get back what I had to control the issue, which overall is the pain that I'm experiencing. Now, once I start seeing that neurologist and I get to a place that I'm not having migraines every day of my life, then I will be in the maintenance stage of the pain issues that I'm dealing with. And when I get there, I am going to be so happy. But until then, I'm not just going to sit and dwell in my pain. I am going to do things that I know might help, which are get exercise. If I'm having a pain snap, to do something that triggers my parasympathetic nervous system that can usually stop a pain cycle. I will do all of the things that I know in my power, whether it's putting peppermint on my temples or rubbing lavender on my neck, hot cold packs, naproxen, Zofran. Right now, those are my action items until I can get back into the doctor and hopefully get back to maintenance. Remember, as you're working on your new goals and your new habits, that change is a cycle and it is not a switch. I read this recently on the internet and I see it every so often, and it always puts that right back into perspective. This is what I read. We all have issues because we all have a story. And no matter how much work you've done on yourself, we all snap back sometimes. So be easy on you. Growth is a dance, not a light switch. I will also say this from experience: change is not always easy, and sometimes it is extremely difficult. If you're struggling in crisis, know that there is a hotline out there that you can call. The National Crisis Hotline has support folks online and on the phone ready to talk to you and help you troubleshoot and find ideas of what you can do in your moments of crisis. Whether it's a suicidal crisis or maybe just a big family crisis, there are people who can help. Please don't struggle. Call 988. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. And until next time, light and love, friends.